Last spring, I was hosting a fundraiser for the Greater Akron Area Autism Society. I have an 11-year-old son who has autism, and we were trying to raise money to help bring more awareness to this disability. It meant so much to me when I saw Rich walk through the door. He was in Akron and had a busy schedule, but made the time to stop in and show his support for the cause. He introduced himself to the staff of his nonprofit agency and greeted everyone at this event. He didn't have to make that stop on a night when I know he had 4 other places to go before returning home to Columbus. But he did, and it showed his commitment to being a part of the community and supporting the causes that we all have. I am honored now to introduce to you our Attorney General, Richard Cordray.
Who I pressed into service just a few moments ago. You would never know it. He's so smooth and first rate. And I want to thank Sherry Bevan Walsh, who came down all the way from Akron today because I asked her if she would, and she was willing to do it, and she had to make multiple child care arrangements and so on to do that, and I really appreciate that, Sherry, so much. Thank you so much for your help. For all of you who fought through the adverse conditions to be here today, whether that was trudging through the snow across town, or some of you I know came from some of the far corners of the state, and I appreciate it. I thank you. My family is here. Happily, they're off school today, all of them. You'll wave your hand, Peggy. Their cousin Emmett is off school too, and I'm most thankful to them for all the sacrifices they make in these efforts. And for all of you, I'm grateful. This will be our 3rd statewide campaign together in 4 years. We know that whatever the political world throws at us, we can take it and we can do well with it. Winter, spring, summer, fall, this will be a long campaign, but again, we will be enjoying the fight for Ohio's families, fortified by the support of our own. When I ran for Attorney General in the special election in 2008, I promised to run for re-election in 2010 to provide continuity for the office. Today I'm filing my petitions to keep that promise. But also in that campaign I promised to do 3 things for the people of Ohio, and I'm here today to report on our progress in fulfilling those promises. They are 1, to restore order and integrity to the Attorney General's office, 2, to support local law enforcement in fighting crime and defending our communities, 3, above all, and as the centerpiece of my administration, to stand up for Ohioans and work every day to protect the financial security of Ohio's families. I'm able to say today that we have kept and are keeping these promises. I've always believed in results, not rhetoric, so here's our record over the past year. First, we have restored order and affirmed the professionalism of our staff so that all Ohioans can have faith in the work done by the Ohio Attorney General's office. As at the Ohio Treasury, my job was to clean up, the voters elected me to clean up after the CoinGate scandals and the scandals at the Bureau of Workers' Compensation, to restore professionalism and integrity to the state's investments, and we did that here. Now, at the Attorney General's office, my job was to clean up the taint left by the Dan administration scandals, and we have done that over this past year. Other candidates talk about cleaning up corruption and reforming government. We have done it in 2 distinct offices over 3 years. We also are working more effectively and more efficiently for taxpayers. My employees this year took a pay cut, and so did I. We expanded our internal audit section, and we scoured the office for additional cost savings worth millions of dollars. Second, we fought crime on multiple fronts. We expanded, as Sherry referenced, the Special Prosecutions Unit by 50%, which has assisted county prosecutors with major felony cases, such as homicides, child sex offenses, white-collar crime, and public corruption. We've been rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse, the kind that everybody talks about in the Medicaid system, but few do anything about. And we recovered a record $91 million in Medicaid fraud for Ohio taxpayers last year, while increasing indictments and convictions. We have tackled the scourge of human trafficking. We won 2 death penalty cases in the United States Supreme Court, one of which I argued personally, and we've helped compensate nearly 5,000 crime victims, the kind of victims that Sherry talked about that she and I work for every day. We've made available new tools and new technology to local law enforcement. We took the powerful Ohio Law Enforcement Gateway search engine, accessed 3.8 million times last year, and put it in the hands of officers on the street by making it accessible for the first time from smartphones and handheld devices to prevent and solve crimes in real time. And we restored order at the Peace Officer Training Academy, where we are training and keeping officers on the street across Ohio. Our dedicated professionals at BCI have done yeoman's work. We opened 1,548 criminal cases in 2009. We conduct investigations for more than 400 law enforcement agencies in 87 of Ohio's 88 counties. We performed almost 815,000 civilian background checks, nearly double the total of a decade earlier, and made process improvements to eliminate an inherited 6-month backlog. Our experts examined more than 109,000 items of evidence for local law enforcement, and we sharply reduced the number of cases awaiting DNA and forensic biology analysis. Finally, and most importantly, closest to my heart, we have stood up for the financial security of our families, working each day to create a level playing field in this economy. As Ohioans know, Wall Street created this economic crisis, and so we have held Wall Street accountable for its wrongs. We have been handling 8 major cases against banks and financial corporations, including AIG, Bank of America, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Marsh, Merrill Lynch, the rating agencies, and United Healthcare. To date, we have already recovered more than $2 billion from Wall Street for the workers, retirees, and investors who were harmed.